Okay, welcome again. Today is lesson 2. Before we start, we'll recap what we learned last week. Okay, so this is a quiz that I think all of you have received. If not, you can just contact me. I can pass you the quiz. So let's start with the first question. I think we have gone through the answers previously, but for benefit of those who are not here or those who forgot, let's start all over again. So first question: who starts the auction? Yes, it's called the dealer. Okay, the dealer will start the auction. How do you decide the contract? Yes, it's through the bidding. So in a bidding, that's what we learned today. You decide firstly, how high is the contract, and number two, whether there's a trump in the contract, whether is it a trump contract or is it a no trump contract. Okay, next question. What do you need to bid game? Correct. You need 25 points, at least 25 points. It doesn't mean you definitely make game. It just makes games probable. What else do you need to bid game? Yes, if there's a contract, you need 8 card fit. In 3 no trump, there's no need for 8 card fit, but you need at least 25 points. So what are the game contracts? Yeah, but what level are king contract? For example, no trump. What must you bid? Yes, 3 no trump. And 3 no trump, you need to make 9 tricks. Okay. What about hearts and spades and clubs and diamonds? Correct. Game contract is 4 hearts, 4 spades. Correct. So 6 plus 4 is 10. Okay. And what is minors or clubs and diamonds? How many tricks? Correct. So how many tricks do you need? Yeah. So again, it's 6 plus 5, so it's 11. So what is a trick? Yes, it's in one round of bridge there are actually 13 rounds. Each round, whoever wins, that's considered one trick. Okay, what do you need to choose a trump suit? Sorry? Yes, you need a fit, and the fit is usually defined with 8. When do you beat no trumps? Good. When there's no fit, it's not there's a suit. That's when there's always a suit. Just that there's no fit in the suit. Okay. What is the minimum number of tricks you need to make a contract? No, you don't start with 6. You must always 6 plus 1. Yeah, so the minimum is 7 because the minimum bid is 1 club. You need to make 7 tricks. Okay, so look at the figures here. Firstly, who is the dummy? So you have north, south, east, and west. Yeah, see, he's unhappy. He's the only guy. He's a single out. So a dummy will lay out his cards for his partner. He will help to choose. He will help to pick the card that his partner chooses. He can't do anything, but he's supposed to keep track. Yeah, and what the dummy writes is the dummy can ask the partner whether if he shows out, whether he has no, the suit is out. So that's all the rights of the dummy. But most of the time, dummy is silent. Which is a very silent game. You're not supposed to give too much signal. Yeah. So who's the declarer? Yes, because the partner of the dummy is the declarer. Yeah, so the declarer is very powerful because she will control 2 hands, the hands of the west and the east, and then north and south are the defender. They can only look at their own hands without looking at the partner hands. So among the 4 players, who has the most advantage? The declarer, because the declarer can see his hand, her hand, and the partner hand. So he can decide what card to play based on this. But for defense, the defense is usually described to be blind. They don't know what the partner has. They can only guess what they have. Yeah. So who will make the opening lead? South, because it must be the person sailing to the left of the defender. Sorry, of the declarer. Declarer is east, so south. Okay, so I'll send you all the answers. The answers are here. Okay. Okay, without further ado, let's start lesson 2. But before we start, any question for lesson 1? Anything you're not sure, we can clarify because everything is. Yeah. Because your minimum bidding is at the 1 level, so 6 plus 1 is 7, and the highest level is at the 7. In any round of bridge, the total number of tricks is 13. So 13 minus 7 is 6. So the highest level is 13. So that's how it works out. So 13 will be level 7, 12 tricks will be level 6, 11 tricks will be level 5, and so on. So your minimum level is only 6 plus the number. It is by convention, they should decide that. Any other questions before we go on to lesson 2? Okay, Okay. Oops, that's the wrong one. Lesson 2. I think all you have received the notes, but not the slides. I'll send the slides later. Yeah. Yes. Alright, if you look at the cards, right, it's actually predetermined. Here, they actually label the yellow. If you look at box drop, that's box drop, right? If there's box drop, the yellow you will take one round. So don't worry, yeah. But if you're not playing with this, you can, when you're playing a social game, you can rotate the data. Okay, let's start with lesson 2. Okay, before I start, I make sure that I'm still recording. Yeah, I'm still recording. Good. Okay, today will be on one level opening bid. Okay, let's recap what we learned last week. First, you have the minor suit, which is the clubs and diamonds. Then you have a major suit, which is the hearts and the spades. And finally, you have the no trump, which is the highest. Okay, so this is the ranking: clubs, diamonds, hearts, spades, no trump. Okay, no trump means none of the suit are a trump card. So which means that whoever has the highest in any suit will always win. But when there's a trump, if you do not have the card, the trump suit will be the one that will determine who will win the trick. Okay, that's a trump suit. So next we mentioned about fate. Okay, these are all revision. What is a fate? A fate is 8 cards in one suit. Unfortunately, you cannot see your partner hand in real life. That's why you need to use bidding for them to communicate whether there's a fate. If there's a fate in a major suit, this will usually be the trump suit. If there's no fate, means there's less than 8 cards, then you go choose no trump. Okay. Okay, recap again. This is the question asked us now. The number of tricks you make is always 6 plus the level you make. Okay, so if you bid at the 1 level, you need to make 6 plus 1, 7 tricks. 2 level, 8. 3 level, 9. 4 level. Sorry? Yeah, must be confident. 5 level. Yeah, 6 level. And 7 level. 8 level. No 8 level, okay, it's a trick question. Okay, the maximum is 7 no trump. Okay, 7 no trump is the highest. If you look at your bidding box here, okay, the minimum is 1 card, and the maximum is 7 no trump. Cannot be higher than that. Okay, good. Okay, all these are still revision. We've gone through nothing new. Okay, should have the answers here. Okay, good. Oops. Right here. Oh. Okay, every suit has a ranking order. Okay, so what's the ranking order? Can you remember? What is the lowest? Then, 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 no trump. Okay, if you remember, no problem. Look at your bidding box. The sequence is here. 1 card, diamond, card, spade, no trump. What's higher than no trump in clubs? 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, 2 spades, 2 no trump, and so on. So everything is written here, so you don't really remember. But if you play long enough, this is something will be very natural. Okay. Each bid must be higher than the previous bid. Very important. So you here, okay, let's give an example. So if somebody bid 2 clubs, okay, what is the next possible bid? 2 diamonds, good. So if somebody bid 2 spades, what is the next possible bid? Yes, 2 no trump first. If yours is a heart suit, can you bid 2 hearts after somebody bid 2 spades? The answer is no, because unfortunately, the hearts is lower ranking compared to the spades. So if yours is a heart suit, you have to bid 1 level higher, so it's 3 level. What is the disadvantage of bidding 3 level compared to 2 level? Yes, you must make, because 2 level you need to make 6 plus 2, 8 tricks, and the 3 level you make 6 plus 3. All else being equal, is it easier to make 8 tricks or 9 tricks? So you want to keep the bidding low, okay? But people will not let you do, so that's why they will overbid you and force you higher and higher until you go down. Okay. So the first person to bid is called the opener. It is very important. The first person to bid is the opener. Okay. And the partner opener is called a responder. Okay, these are some of the terms you remember. Okay, first, the person to bid first is the opener, and the partner is called a responder. Okay, these are rules you need to remember. Okay, just remember that usually at one level you need to have at least 12 to 19 points. Can anybody recall how do you count the points? Yes, ace is 4, king is 3, queen is 2, jack is 10 is no point. Yeah, some people take 10 as half a point, but I think that's for more advanced evaluation. But generally, 10, unfortunately, in this simple count is 0 point. But it's good to have 10, right? You agree, right? Because 10 has a chance to win a trick compared to a 2. Okay, but just remember, ace is 4, king is 3, queen is 2, jack is 1. Okay, I think it's written here. Here's the recap. So a lot of times, I'm just revising what we learned, because that's very important. Okay, now we go to this hand now. Okay, I hope you can see. First question. Let's start with North. We always start with North. Okay. Which hand can open the bidding? Let's start with North. Can North open the bidding? First question, how many points are North has? Oh, so fast. 8, right? Can 8 point open the bidding? Who say can? Go ahead. Who say cannot? Okay, yeah, cannot. You need to have, you can remember, go back is 12 to 19. Okay, 8 points is less than 12, so cannot. Okay, let's look at East. How many points are East has? Good, 18 points. So can East open the bidding? Yes, because it's more than 12 points, 12 to 19 points. South, can South open the bidding? How many points are South has? 13 points. So again, you can open because it's more than 12. Can West open the bidding? Okay, 1 point. West has the worst hand, so West should keep quiet, should just pass. Okay, so here you can see that usually in any bridge hand, okay, unless the points are distributed 10, 10, 10, 10, most of the time, at least one person should be able to open. Occasionally, 2 person can be able to open. Yeah. Okay, let's go to another example. Which hand can open the bidding? Let's start with North again. Can North open the bidding? How many points does North has? So can open bidding? Yes or no? Yes, must be 12 points and above. So can. What about East? Can open or cannot open? Yes, 14 can open because more than 12. South? You sure it's 8? Count again, huh? It's 9 because Ace is 4 point, Queen is 2 point, Jack is 1 point, so it's 9. Okay, so cannot. And West, can West open? 4 points only cannot. Yeah. And always remember the cards must count to 40. Okay, because there are only 4 aces, 4 king, 4 queen, and 4 jacks. So every hand must add up 40. If you don't add up 40, means somebody is cheating lah. Because it must have exactly 40 points. Okay, this is not a gambling or magic. It's 40 points total. So it must have 40 points. So you see this person bidding, this person bidding, this person bidding, this person bidding. Very weird. Like, every have so many points to bid. Okay, so let's start with the lesson proper. So this is something we go through. So a one club bid must has at least 3 clubs. One diamond must have at least 3 diamonds. One heart must have at least 5. One spade has at least 5. Okay, this is a bit different. This is called standard American 5 card measure. Okay, in UK, in some of you may be reading some UK books. They play another system called ACOL. There are other systems available also, like precision, strong clubs, or the funny clubs. Yeah. So whatever it is, there are different bidding systems. But what we learn today is the basic standard American 5 card measure. I think it's more superior, although people may say otherwise. So when you open one heart, one spade, you promise 5 hearts and 5 spades. That's very one thing. Otherwise, you promise at least 3. There's a special situation where one no trump shows a balanced hand with 15 to 17 points. Okay, so this is the opener's first bid. Okay. Any questions so far? So far, everything is a revision and this is something new. Okay. Okay, first thing is always try to pick a longer suit first. So look at this hand. What is a longer suit? Okay, first question, how many points do you have? 15 points, right? You have 15 points. So what would you bid with 15 points? You can open 15 points first question. So you can open. Okay, so happen. So what is your longest suit? Can you bid one spade? You have five. Can you bid one heart? Why? Because you have four. Can you bid one club? Yes, you have three. But preferably between one spade and one club. One spade counts more because your time partner got five spades. Furthermore, spades is higher ranking than clubs. So you would prefer to pick your longer suit, which is a spade compared to the clubs. Okay, can you pick one diamond? You must have at least three. So here, the opening bid is one spade. If before continuing, any problem with at this point, then you should pick one spade. Okay, so the two reasons is number one, you must have at least 12 points, 12 to 19. Yes, you have that. Second thing is, if you want to pick one spade or one heart, you must have at least five. Here you got five, so you can pick one spade. Okay. Next one. How many points do you have? Yeah, 13 points. So what would you bid? Let me start from the lowest. Can you pick one club? You only have two, cannot. Can you bid one diamond? Cannot. You only have two, need at least three. Can you bid one heart? Yeah, I got five. Can you bid one spade? No, you only got four, you need to have five. So these two are very straightforward. This is one spade and this is one heart. So when you make a bidding, you just pick up your bidding card and you just put one heart. Okay? You're supposed to take the clubs and diamonds together with you when you put the bid down. Okay? So this means one heart. Okay? What this means is not everybody can only pick one club, one diamond, because club is higher than all this. So the next possible bid is after one heart, one spade. You see this? The idea is have a bidding box. Yeah. That's what you do. Okay? Okay, let me just check. I'm still recording. Great. Okay, good. Okay, so next one. And if you have a three card suit, you should usually be a lower ranking one first. Why you do so? I think this is by convention, and it keeps the space low. Later on, as you go in the lesson, you understand why. But for now, just remember you to pick your lower ranking three card suit first. By this example, right, what would you pick? Okay, let's start. How many points do you have first? Okay, you want to count again? Okay, the first side is must count correctly. Ace is 4 points, king is 3 points, queen is 2 points, jack is 1 point. Wow, scary man. Got 15, got 18, got 17. Okay, let's count together. So you have three aces. So 3 times 4 is 12. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. So it's 12 points. We have only one king. So 12 plus 3 is 15. We have one queen. So 15 plus 2 is 17. And you have one jack. So 17 plus 1 is 18. Okay, so everyone, okay, 18 points. So first question is, can you beat one club? Yes. Can you beat one diamond? Yes. Can you beat one heart? Can you beat one spade? Good. So between one card and one diamond, what would you bid? Yeah, if you have two, three card suit, you should bid the club first because you want to bid low. But here you have a diamond, which is 4 cards, and clubs is 3 cards. So your preferred bid should be one diamond. Okay, next one. Same thing. How many points do you have? Okay, let's count again. Okay, again you have 3 aces. So 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. 15 plus 3 is? Yeah, so it's 18 points here. Okay? Okay, not to worry. As you keep counting, you should get a hang of it. Okay, so what would you bid? Can you bid one club? Can you bid one diamond? Can you bid one heart? Can you bid one spade? So here you can either bid one club or one diamond. According to the rule, you should usually bid your lower ranking 3 card or 4 card suit first. So here I will actually bid one club. Okay, if my partner has diamonds, my partner can bid diamonds, and then you know there's a diamond fit. But if I bid one club, one diamond first, for my partner to show clubs, he had to bid 2 clubs. That's a very high level. That's the reason why you want to keep the bidding low. When you bid one club, if your partner got 4 card diamond, your partner can always bid one diamond. And therefore you will know there's a fit. But if you bid one diamond, your partner needs to bid 2 clubs to show he has a 4 card fit. So that's why we want to keep the bidding low. Okay? And the reason why we do that. Okay, next one. What you open with this hand? Okay, it's 16, right? So you actually have answer here given is one club, but actually remember you can actually open one no trump for 15 to 17. Okay, yeah. So here I answer is either one club or one no trump. Okay, because you have 15 to 17 points, you can actually open one no trump. Okay, but today we'll learn about not opening no trump first. Okay. So next, responder needs to have half the points of what opponent has. So that's 6 points. How do you get 6? So it's 12 divided by 2 is 6. So you must 6 points to respond. What is a responder? It's the partner of the opener. Okay, remember this, okay? And you try to find a fit as soon as possible. Okay, there are a few possibilities. Okay, responder, you have usually 3 types of hands. Okay, one is a minimum hand, two, close to game or invitational, and three is game. Why is 13 point a game hand? Well, opponent promised 12, right? So 12 plus 13 is 25. So if your partner has 12 points, you have 13 points, that's enough for a game. It should be a game. And that is the reason why opener must have 12 points. Otherwise, you're misleading your partner. If opener opens with 10 or 11 points, I have 13 points. 13 plus 10, 13 plus 11 is not 25. But I will think that you have 12 points. So I'll jump to game and then we'll go down. Okay, that's the reason. That's why you only open with 12 points. So what happens if you open with 13 points? If your partner open 13 points, if you play a very strict system where you only open 13 points, how many points must it have to beat game? Yes. So again, what if your partner has 14 points to open? How many points must it have to beat game? 11. So actually, this is very flexible. So you have the type of partner, how many points you open. So you can come across some weird people will open with 10 or 11 points. Let's say you open 11 points. Then to jump to game, you must have 14 points. So you can always adapt based on what your partner's style is. So it's just not, the rule is 25. So your partner promised 11, you must have 14 to big game. It's okay, nothing is wrong with that. Yeah, just remember that. So here we assume that your partner has 12 points. That's why we'll jump to game with 13 points. Okay? So this is something that's very important to agree. What is the minimum number of points you open? You must stick to it. Because if sometimes you open with 12 points, sometimes open with 11 points, then it's not consistent. The thing about bridge being consistent. Okay? And if there's no fit, big no trump. Okay? And you need 25 points for a game. Okay, this is what a good bridge hand is. Okay, so this is declarer, this is dummy. Why is it called bridge? Because you need to have communication between your hand and your opponent's hand and your partner's hand. Okay, that's what a good bridge is. Later you'll learn about being blocked and being and unblocking things to make sure that there is a communication between the two of you. Okay. Good point. Actually, the answer is here. Okay, can anyone tell? Wow, so smart. You've been there before, is it? You've been there before, is it? Okay. I also didn't know. My answer is there luckily. Yeah, you can't say I couldn't find answer. It's called a golden bridge in Vietnam. Yeah, quite nice place. I think Vietnam can go already. Yeah, no wrong. Yeah. Yeah, it's quite nice. Actually, you can guess like most of people here looks Asian already. Yeah, so likely to be some part of Asia. Quite pretty, right? Yeah, good. Okay, let's go to summary. Open with 12 to 19 points. Okay. Be a longer suit first. If you have two, three cards suit, usually be a lower suit first. Okay. And suit quality, here it doesn't matter. As you go more advanced, some people say that it should matter. But for the interest of this, we're trying to simplify it for everybody to learn. And to learn, you realize some of these rules are not absolute. You can also modify it as you learn. But it's okay. The key thing is know the basics and then you can always modify it. So in bridge, remember principles, don't remember rules. Rules can be changed and adapted. The key is principles. So one of the principles is you must have enough high cut point. This is a principle that you must always understand. You must have enough high cut points. Later on, you learn that there are other things like length, void, all these things. But still, you must remember that all these are part of your hand evaluation. For basic things, you must have enough high cut points. Okay. So for responder, usually you will beat with 6 points. Okay, half of what opponent has. Okay, let's recap again. So 3 choices. Remember, you either support partner suit. Okay, that's the best because partner opened something. You want to support him or her. So this is the best thing. Okay, second thing, be a new suit. Okay, this one will cover soon. I think it's this week, not next week. But never mind, got time now. Next, no trump if there's no fit. Okay, remember what is responder limit bid? A limit bid is a bid that is not forcing, so partner can pass. So when you bid a limit bid, what you're doing is you're trying partner with a certain hand, and if partner has a stronger hand than his minimum, because he has 12 to 19 points. So you have 12 19 points, if you have a maximum, he can actually go to game, otherwise you'll pass. This is not forcing bid. Okay, let's start with the first choice. If you have 6 to 9 points and support, usually what you do is you bid at a 2 level. Okay? If you have invitational hand, what you do is you bid at a 3 level. And if you have a game hand, you bid 13 points. You will bid at the game level. Okay, let's recap. Let's think about it before we go through the answers or go through principle. Let's say you bid 6 to 9 points. Okay, which shows you have 2 level. What will your partner do? Okay, so remember 25 is a magic number. So what your partner will do is he'll take 25 and he'll minus 9. What is 25 minus 9? Okay, 25 minus 9, I think it's 15, correct. So if your partner has 15 points, right? Is it? 16. 16 or 15. Oh, got confused. So it's 16 points. So if your partner has 16 points, what he'll do is he'll invite by bidding at the 3 level because you could have 9 points. But if your partner has only 14 points, 14 plus 9 is, sorry, 15 plus 9, sorry, 15 plus 9 is 24. There's no game. So your partner got 15 points, he should just pass. He shouldn't invite. Because even if your partner has a maximum hand 15, and his partner is showing 6 to 9, there is no possibility of game. Okay, the mistake a lot of people play is they always like to stretch. So what I'll do is I have 15 points. Okay, so I'll invite. Okay, then my partner will think that I have 15 points with only 6 points, you go to game, and therefore it go down because they don't have enough points. So the key now is remember, there's no reason to bid on if there's no possibility of game. So when your partner bid 2 level, he's telling you got 6 to 9 points. Unless you have 16 points or more, with 15 points, there's no possibility of game, you should just pass. Okay, same thing. What if partner has 10 to 12 points, an invitational hand? Okay, when do you go to game and when do you pass? So same thing, 25 minus 12 is 13, right? You must have at least 13 points to bid. So you only have 12 points, you should also pass. Okay, because you have 12 points, 12 plus 12 is 24. That's not enough, so you should pass. Okay, and when your partner bid 13 and you have 13 points, then you can just pass. Okay, remember what we learned last week? What is a small slam? How many points must it have in a small slam? 33. So 33 minus 13 is 20. So imagine you have 20 points. If your partner jump to game promising 13, 20 plus 13 is 33. So you can also be at the small slam level. Okay, so all these things are basic principle that you need to remember. Okay, why you bid is to find whether it's a game. So the first question when you first learn bridge, before you talk about slam or grand slam, the first question in any time is there a game? Yes or no? If there's no game, what is your main objective if there's no game? Okay, the objective of if there's no game is to bid as a very low level. Because 1 heart, 2 heart, 3 heart all give you the same number of points. There's no game bonus. Okay, don't be gung ho and say that I want to try 3 hearts because it's harder to beat 3 hearts. Yeah, you don't get extra points for that. Okay, so when there's no game, you don't invite, you just pass and hope and go as low as possible. If there is game or there's possible game, and that's why you explore or invite. Okay, this is the key to remember. Okay, so 3 types of hand, minimum 6 to 9. This is responder, don't get confused. Later there's another one for opener, but responder, the 3 types of hands is minimal, invitational, and game. Okay? Okay, partner opens 1 heart, what do you bid? First question. How many points do you have? 8, right? So 8 points, can you respond? How many points must you have to respond? Yeah, 12 divided by 2 is 6. Must have at least 6 points. Okay, so what would you bid? Okay, next question is do you have a fit? Of course, partner got 5, you got 4, so there's a fit. So what will you bid? Your choice is 2 heart, 3 heart, or 4 hearts. Okay, why 2 hearts? Because 6 to 9, 2 hearts. Okay, so this is very basic bidding. Okay, good. 2 hearts. Next one. Okay. Yeah, we'll send the slides. Oh, don't worry, we'll send you the slide through WhatsApp. Yeah, don't worry, we'll have all the slides. And you have a lot of quiz also. So the quiz will also make sure you know how to do this. Oh, I answered it. I should answer it. Okay. Okay, next one. Partner open 1 heart, you're the responder. How many points do you have? Okay. You have 10 points, right? So what do you bid? Yeah, we go through one time. So first thing is how you have 10 points, so more than 6, so you can respond. Do you have a fit? Yes, there's a fit. So your response is either 2 hearts, 3 hearts, or 4 hearts. So here, what is your response? Why 3 hearts? Because 2 hearts is 6 to 9, and 3 hearts 10 to 12. Okay. And this is invitational. If partner has 13 points, he should bid 4. Because, no, if partner has 13 points, he may not bid 4 because he may only have 10. So what partner does is the partner will assume you have the mid-range, which is 10 to 11. What's the average of 10 to 12? Is 11. So what you do is usually because your partner, you have a range, right? So what you do is we'll take the expected points. So we have 10 to 12 points. Your expected point is 11. Because your expected point is 11, if partner has 14, he will pick game. If partner has 13, he will just have to guess whether you have 12 or 10. Because 13 plus 10 is 23, no game. 13 plus 12, 25, there's game. But there's also a chance that you don't have a game. So 2 out of 3 times, there's no game because you could have 10, 11, or 12 points. So the chance of you having 10 points is 1/3, 11 points is 1/3, 12 is 1/3. So therefore, if you have only 13 points, there's a 2/3 chance that you only have 10 or 11 points and there's no game. So he may pass with 13. Okay, but you have 14 points, same thing. There's a 2/3 chance that you have 11 or 12. Okay, so therefore sometimes he may bid. But if he has 15 points, he must go to game. Because 15 points, even if you have a minimum of 10, 15 plus 10 is 25. So he must go to game 15. So in summary, if your partner got 15 points, he should bid game. If your partner has 14 points, he will think about it and may bid game or not. If your partner has 13 points, again, he should pass. Sometimes he may bid and it may be a good thing because it may have it, just the 12 points needed. So a key thing you must remember is your point range should be as limited as possible. You shouldn't have a very narrow point range. If you have a very wide point range, your partner make it very hard for him to evaluate hand. Imagine if you have let's say 10 to 18 points, such a wide range, he doesn't know how many points you have. So that's why you need to limit your hand so that your partner can make a decision whether is there a possibility of a game. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. 15 points. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes, but your partner has 15 points, right? So 15 plus 10 is 25, so he will beat game. Now your question is if your partner has only, let's say, 13 points and 6 hearts. Yeah, it's 6 hearts and 13 points. That's why it's called judgment. Some people will count extra heart as an extra 1 point for length. If that's the case, then he might actually have 14, so he may go to game. That's why bridge is not an exact science. There's some judgment involved. Some people think it's a good hand, some people think it's not a bad hand. And that's why some people go to game, some people don't. If an aggressive player, you go to game, even if there's small chance of game, then same thing, you'll go down more frequently than others. So as you play bridge, you realize that if you keep going down, okay, and assuming that you are not playing poorly, it means that you're overbidding. On the same hand, if every time people bid game, you never bid game, it means you're under bidding. So there's a balance. So as you play bridge, as you play all these mini bridge or this, you'll realize sooner or later whether you're a conservative or are you an aggressive player. For me personally, I'm very conservative player, so I always miss game and miss slam. Okay, because nowadays the modern game is very aggressive. People will open with 11 points, 10 points, so all these things become quite irrelevant. But then again, remember, yeah, sorry, yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. 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 I think you should just add 1 point for length rather than 2 points. Yes, that's for distribution, but I'm not going through that. Today we're talking about high cut points only. Yeah, I think if you talk about void, singleton, all these things is a bit more advanced. That's more for the thing. But for the time being, you just focus on the high cut, get the basics first. Then you talk about the distributional points. So there are many ways to count distribution points. As you learn later on, that a void is actually very useful. Because imagine you have a void in clubs. If you void in clubs, the ace of clubs doesn't apply to you anymore. Because if you're playing a 4 heart contract and you have void in clubs, you can always rough the first trick. In actual fact, when you avoid any suit, how many points you actually have if you avoid in one suit? It's not over 40 points, actually 30 points. Because the whole ace, king, queen, jack in the suit that you're avoiding is actually meaningless to you if you have enough trumps to rough it. So if you avoid, it's a bit different. The whole point system is a bit more skewed toward aggressive bidding. But for today's lesson, we focus on high cut points. And once you master high cut points, then you can talk about your bidding judgment and how you evaluate your hand. Okay, good. Yes, it's a guide, it's a basic. You if you so easy, right? Everybody follow the same rule, then you won't have world champion, then you don't have non-world champions, right? It's because you have very good players, they can actually pinpoint the cards. So based on where the cards are, they can actually upgrade or downgrade their hand. And therefore, if you beat 4 hearts, some people, some experts will stay out of it. And similarly, sometimes you may just pass at 3 hearts. They can see that the certain cards are well placed, and they'll beat the 4. Then is if you overbid, you go down. Yeah, you don't make a contract. Because remember, if you bid 4 hearts, you must make 10 tricks. So if you make 10 tricks, you make a contract. Good. If you make less than 10 tricks, you actually have a penalty, you go down. The score, yes, correct. Yes, but again, if you are not reckless enough, means you'll miss all game. Similarly, it's a balance. Life is all about balance. Yes, it's a bidding game. If you want to play at the highest level, you need to be aggressive sometimes. Yeah, there's some school of thought. The one school of thought is if let's say the contract will go down, right, they won't bid it. Another school of thought is the contract will go down if the opponent defend properly. So if the defenders don't defend properly, the contract won't go down. So they don't care. You see, so they also look at the opponent. That's why when you look at some of the, you see a top player, they look at opponent. You see opponent are not so good players, they'll be aggressively because they may still make mistakes, they may still make it. That's a lot of times, even at the highest level of competition, you can still see mistakes being made. Yeah, so it's very interesting. Okay, so I don't think there's a good answer whether should you be aggressively or should you be conservatively. I think it's human nature, so it depends. If the sort that like to go down many frequently, then you should be more. And people like that, people like that, yeah. So you can see the partner scolding because he don't trust the partner anymore. Because the partner with 11 points open, 10 points open, because he just want to compete. Yeah. Okay, and if not, then you can beat no trump. Okay, why no trump? 6 to 9 points. Remember when you beat no trump? When there's no fit. Okay. If there's invitational, it's 10 to 12. And if there's game, it's 13. So actually, it's quite simple, remember. For responder, there's only 3 hands. Minimal, invitational, and game. So 6 to 9, 10 to 12, 13 to 15. Okay, this one, I have to make some changes. So now, 1 heart. What do you bid? Your partner bid 1 heart. How many points do you have, firstly? Partner open 1 heart, right? So, okay, first thing is, what does 1 heart tells you? Yes, 12 to 19 points. What else? Yes, he has 5 hearts. So first thing is, how many points do you have? First question. Okay, let's count again. Okay, remember ace is 4, king is 3, 7, 2 is queen is 2, so 9. So 9 points. Okay, you have 9 points. So more than 6, right? Because you respond with 6. If less than 6, you pass. Okay, so you must respond. Okay, next question. Do you have a fit? Because you only have 2 hearts, right? 5 plus 2 is 7, so no fit. So if you have no fit, what do you do? Yes, you can be no trump. Okay, so what no trump? You want to be 1 no, 2 no, or 3 no? Why no trump? Because you recall back 6 to 9, 1 no trump. 10 to 12, 2 no trump. Game, 3 no trump, 13 to 15. So here you have 9 points, no fit, 1 no trump. Okay. So very simple, right? Next one, how many points do you have? Okay, someone says 7, right? Yeah, 7. So 4, 2, 6, 7. Okay, first question, is that a fit? Again, because you only have 2 hearts. So what is your bid? Okay, some people do not bid 2 class, but remember when you play standard American, if you bid at the 2 level, you usually promise 10 points. Then here you got 10 points, so you should bid 1 no trump. Yeah, because what's the alternative? The alternative is to bid 2 class, but when you bid 2 class, your target partner you have 10 points. You don't have 10 points. So you're forced to bid 1 no trump. Okay, so this is a thing, remember, when you open 1 no trump, you promise a balanced hand. But when you respond 1 no trump, this is a very good example to show that you may not have a balanced hand if you respond 1 no trump. Because what alternative can you bid other than 1 no trump? Sorry? Yeah. That is an opener. Yes. You can, got no choice. What other thing can you bid? You only have pass. You want to pass with 8 points? You want to pass, right? Can you beat 2 hearts? Cannot, because you only got 2. Yes, for opener. Responder has to meet the criteria because if you beat 2, this is not a mistake a lot of people beat. A lot of people say, I have a singleton or a void, so I beat 2 clubs. But when you beat 2 clubs, your time partner has 10 points. It is an agreement to have 10 points to beat 2 level. So if you do not have 10 points, yeah. Yes, no choice. Because again, 2 level is 10 points. Yeah, always remember, yeah. Because there are no other ways you can bid. Yeah. One option is to pass lah, but then you have 8 points, Why do you pass with 8 points? So you must bid. Okay. Always remember these rules are you need to understand why you need to bid that. The reason why you need to do that is because to bid at 2 level, you must have 10 points. Okay, this is standard American. You must have 10 points to bid at 2 level. If you do not have 10 points, you must bid no trump. So no trump. Okay, usually you don't have a singleton, usually don't have a void, but there is possibility of that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so this is a misfit. This is a misfit. Yeah, open will be strong. Remember what is the maximum point opener has? 19, right? So this hand, you have 8. If partner got 19, it's game. So if you say, I cannot beat, I have my no trump, I have a singleton, I cannot beat, I have to pass. And your partner got 19 points, so we get angry with you. Why do you pass? I cannot beat 1 no trump because I got a singleton. No, that's not excusable. Yeah, because you have to bid. So your bid is 1 no trump. And most of the time you can play it because your partner will go 3 no trump if you have 19 points. And always remember, when opener open 1 heart, he may also have 6 hearts. If you have 6 hearts, what happens now? You have a? Yes. So bid 1 no trump. If he got 6 hearts, minimum hand, you'll bid 2 hearts. If he has 6 hearts, invitation hand, you'll bid 3 hearts. If he has 6 hearts and game hand, you'll bid 4 hearts. So you'll have a fit. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, next one. How many points do you have? Okay, so what do you bid? Okay, first question, you have to respond, right? Because 1 is 6. Okay, so is that a fit? No, because you only promised 5. So what would you be? Your only choice is either 1 no, 2 no, or 3 no. Yes, because you only have 12 points. So the answer is 2 no Trump. I thought I got it right. Yeah, 2 no Trump. Okay. Okay, now this is about bridge judgment. Some people will say that the king in my partner's suit is worth a bit more. Yeah, and they may value this hand to be 13 points because of the king. But you need to remember there's no fit. So even the king is worth a lot more here, but there's no fit. Your opponent may only have 5. So in no trump, you need to have run 9 tricks. So you may not have extra tricks. So I will still beat 2 no trump. Okay? Because the point is 10 to 12 points. Okay, so before you learn about evaluating your hand, all this, first you must know the basic. So today I'm just teaching you a basic. You read about the honor card in your partner's suit is worth more. Yes, this is true. But here we are learning the basics. So we will just put it as 2 no trump. Okay, so this is a summary. Okay, so this is not a summary. This is opener's rebate. Okay, just now was about responder rebate. So responder bid. Responder bid. Let's recap. Okay, so remember 6 to 9, 1 no trump, 10 to 12, 2 no trump, game, 3 no trump. This is if there's no fit and you're being no trump. If there's a fit, 6 to 9, you raise to 2 level. 10 to 12, you raise to 3 level. And game, you raise to 4 level. I think it's here. Okay, so if there's a fit, 6 to 9, 2 level, 10 to 12, 3 level, 13 plus, game. Okay, now we finish with responder. So now we talk about opener's rebate. Okay, this part is the part that a lot of people get very confused. What is opener's rebate? Remember your hand is 12 to 19, right? So what I'll do is, usually what I'll do is I'll divide the hand to 3 hands. 1, 12 to 15, 2, 16 to 17, and 3, 18 to 19. Okay, this is not exact size, it's just to divide into 3 different hands. So remember, I kind of covered this just now. So if your partner beat 2 level, means he has 6 to 9 points, right? If you have 12 to 15, pass. Why? Why do you pass with 12 to 15 points? Correct. Remember, your partner got 9 at most. Your partner, this is the what if your partner tell you got 6 to 9, right? So in the best case scenario, you got 9 points. That's the best case scenario. What is the likely scenario for your partner? He doesn't have 9. He only promised 6 to 9. The average of 6 to 9 should be about 7.5. Okay, it's not 9. Okay, because he promised 6 to 9. You cannot say you promised 6 to 9. How come you don't have 9 points? Does it make sense, right? Because he promised 6 to 9. Okay, you cannot always play for partner to the maximum, and that's the reason why even if your partner got a maximum of 9 points, you should still pass because 15 plus 9 is 24. Okay, but if you got 16 to 17 points, you can now invite. Why? Because remember your partner promised 6 to 9. So when you invite, you're asking partner, hey, you got 6 or 9? If partner got 6, what will you do? You pass because I only got 6. You invite me? No, don't want. Cannot. If partner got 8 or 9, you'll go to game. Because you're promising 16 to 17. Remember, 9 plus 16 is 25. Okay? 8 plus 16, not really. But again, it's not an exact science. So 8 to 9 is more or less 24.5 lah. Almost there already lah. Because when you have 16 to 17 points, your expected points was 16.5. Yeah, so 16.5 plus 8 is about 24.5, more or less, you round up. Yeah, so you're borderline there already lah. So that's why you accept the invitation. But you want to be very strict. If you want to be very, very strict, you only accept when you have 9 points, it's also fine. Just remember that sometimes 8 points can still make a game. Okay? But you must agree that 6 to 9, if you got 6 points, always reject. If you got 9 points, always go when your partner invite you. When you have 7 points, most of the time you should reject. And when you have 8 points, most of the time you should accept. Okay? That makes it very simple. Okay, next thing, when your partner has 18 to 19 points, why does he big game? Because when you respond to level, you promise him 6 to 9. Okay? So if he has 18 points and you have 6 points, too bad. You miss because 6 to 9, again, you have 1/4 chance you have 6, 1/4 chance you have 7, 1/4 chance you got 8, 1/4 chance you have 9. So there's a 1/4 chance you got a bare minimum 6 points, then too bad lah. Yeah, but most of the time you have at least maybe about 7.5 points. Say 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So when you have 7, 8, 9, that's enough for game. That's a big game. Okay, this is just what most people play. If you want to be very, very, very conservative, you don't ever want to go down. Then you should only bid with 19 points. Because when you have 19 points, you're 100% sure, even your partner got 6 points, there is game. But sometimes you'll miss game lah. Because sometimes even your partner got 6 points, 6 plus 18, 24, you can still make game. Okay, so that's why the guideline is about 24.5 or 24 points. You should aim for a game. It's a close game lah. Yeah. So this is what you do for openers rebate. Okay, before I continue, is this very confusing? Remember, you will have more quizzes and examples to go through. How about 0.5? Because 18 and 19, what's the average? 18.5. Yeah. Yeah. Just ask that already. Oh, so fast ah. Okay, so sorry ah. Okay, I'll slow down a bit. Yeah. Okay. Okay, the 0.5 is because you don't know exactly how many points your partner has, so you have to kind of give an estimate. Yeah, so the estimate between 18 and 19, the halfway mark is 18.5. Okay. Yeah. Okay, 6 to 9, right? The average between 6 to 9 is 7.5. Because, yeah, so that's the average expected. Because 1/4 of time is 6, 1/4 of time is 7, 1/4 time is 8, 1/4 time is 9. So if you multiply by the expected number, it's actually 7.5. Yeah, so this is just a rough gauge lah. But anyway, the whole point of this is when you have 6 to 7, this is called a minimum hand. When partner invite you, just pass. When you have 8 to 9, that's more of a maximum hand. If partner invite, you go to game. Remember, the whole purpose of this is to see whether game is possible. Okay, this is open repeat. Okay, don't worry, there'll be quizzes to make sure you understand, and then after a while you should get it. Okay, now let's talk about 3-level race. So in a 3-level race, right? First question is, when your partner races to 3 level, how many points does your partner promise you? Anyone can remember? Sorry? Yeah, it's 10 to 12. So if your partner promises you 10 to 12 points, same thing. If you have a minimum 12 to 14, you pass. Okay? And if you have a game hand more than 15 plus points, you're a big game. Because 15 plus 10 is 25. Okay? But what if partner has 12 points and you have 14 points? Won't you miss game? That's true. But that's unfortunate. But when your partner has 10, 11, 12, you need to see whether is it possible. So sometimes you may want a big game with 14 points. Yeah. So this is just a rough gauge. Okay. So how you bid or not bid depends on how aggressive you are. Okay. So I just give this is what I think is safe. Yeah. Because remember your partner may have 10 points only. Yeah. So your partner got 10 points, then too bad lah. Yeah. So some people may place at 12 to 13. Okay, and this is 14 plus. So it really depends lah. So you have to work out what is ideal for you, how comfortable you are to accept game. So bridge is about judgment. So here, 12 to 14 is usually considered as a minimum hand. Yeah. So again, you need to see whether you want to go to game with 10 to 12 points. Okay. Yeah. Okay, 3-level race refers to this. Yeah, this is the 3-level race. So after you bid 1 heart or 1 spade, if your partner bid 2 hearts or 2 spades, considered the 2-level race. If your partner jump 1 level to 3 level, he's showing 10 to 12 points. Yeah. Game is 25 points. Yeah. Correct. trump. Okay, this is the point I actually wrote here. 6 to 9 is that's what you do, and then 10 to 12 games. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's all. Yeah, finished already. So much we covered. Okay, so this is the quiz which I will send. Okay, this is the quiz. Okay, I will go through one example each, and then the rest you do as homework. Is it okay? Okay, I'll send out the quiz. I think I sent out the quiz already. If not wrong. Okay, let's go through. Huh? I didn't send out the quiz. Did I send the quiz? Okay, okay. So you have the quiz, right? Okay, let's look at example. Make it bigger. Okay, first question. What do you open in the following hand? Now we look at 1A now. Can everybody see? I'll make it a bit bigger. Okay, so big already. For we can see. First question, how many points does 1A has? 14. So 14 is more than 12 points, right? So can you open? Okay, what is your okay, let's start with one club. Can you open one club? Good, because you have at least three. Can you open one diamond? No, you must have at least three. Can you open one heart? So you must? Yes. So either one club or one spade. Who want to open one club? Who want to open one spade? Anyone want to open one club because one club is lower? No, not good because one spade is showing 5. Okay, it's actually a much more better bid. Here you got 6, but one spade shows 5. So one spade tells a lot more compared to one club. If you bid one club, imagine the opponent bid one heart. Okay, then it's very hard for you to show your spade again. But if you bid one spade, you're preventing opponent from bidding hearts. If you want to bid hearts, you have to bid at the 2 level. The spade is the strongest suit in the same at the same level. This is the highest rank. Okay, for suit contract. So everybody open one spade. The answer is one spade. Okay, then the rest you can try at home. I'll go through a quiz again next week. Okay, 2A. Why do you open your hand? First thing, how many points do you have? Okay, 14 points. Good. So what would you open? Can you open one club? Can you open one diamond? Possible. Can you open one heart? Can you open one spade? Okay, this part is a very controversial part. Some players, what would you open? One diamond or one spade? Okay, if you want to follow the rule, the correct bid should be one diamond. If you look carefully, you have 6 diamonds. Yeah, but unfortunately, as some of you know, that diamond actually not very, very high. So there are some people who open one spade for 2 reasons. One, spade rank higher, and your suit quality in spade is better. Okay, so some people may open one spade, but doesn't matter. Here, I remember bridge were bidding, right? There are 2 acceptable answers, one diamond, one spade. Just don't say one club and just don't say one heart. Otherwise, you retake the course again. Yeah, you must have at least 3 to be one club. You must have at least 5 to be one heart. Okay. I didn't say that. I say that most people will actually bid one spade. Although if you follow the rules, your diamond you have 6. Correct. That's why some people bid one spade. But you want to follow the rules, you should be a longer suit. Your diamond is longer suit. Can also that's called suit quality. Here you have 10 points in spades and you have 4 points in diamonds. Yeah, so some people will be one spade, some people my point is you say one spade, one diamond is up to your own preference. Yeah, so it's okay. But most people will either be one spade here because diamonds is a minor suit. So a lot of people will be one spade, but that's fine. You tell me one spade, one diamond is fine. It's just a matter of preference. Otherwise, everybody's bidding will be the same. Look at when you go for a bridge game, everybody's bidding can be different. Some people will be one diamond, some will be one spade. You cannot say who is right, who is wrong, because there's so many possibilities. It's just the preference. Yeah. So both are acceptable. Just that. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Okay. Okay. My counter example is if your partner has 2 spades and 2 diamonds. Okay. So now the problem is if your partner got 2 spades and 2 diamonds, if you bid one spade first, and then he said bid one no trump, And now you beat 2 diamonds. You're actually showing partner you have 5 spades and 4 diamonds. So he will correct to 2 spades because he has 2 spades and 2 diamonds. Because the way you're beating 1 spade, 1 no trump, and 2 diamonds, your time partner, I have 5 spades and 4 diamonds. So you end up with a poor fit if he has 2 diamonds and 2 spades. Yeah. So that's the reason why some people prefer beat 1 diamond. If you beat 1 diamond, let's say partner has nothing, beat 1 no trump. Now you beat 1 spade or 2 spades. It's actually called reverse. Here I don't think you're strong enough to reverse also. So 8, 10, 14 points. So here I think the best answer is 1 spade. Yeah, but there are people who are purists, they insist to beat 1 diamond. It's fine. You cannot say they are wrong. Because they are following the beating principle. Beat your longer suit. Your diamond is longer than your spades. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's go on. Oops. So the modern style of teaching bridge is you have to play more and listen less. Because it's very boring. Yeah. I'm not joking, this is real. Okay, the other one you want to understand. Here we'll go through some example. Okay, next one. Okay, your partner open 1 heart. What do you respond in this hand? Okay, 15 points, right? How many points must you have to respond? 6, so you definitely can respond. Do you have a fit? So what do you bid? Correct. Okay, why? 2 hearts is 6 to 9. 3 hearts is 10 to 12. 4 hearts is 13 plus. Here you have 15 points, so you should bid 4 hearts. Okay? Okay, lesson 2 quiz. Okay, partner open 1 heart. What do you respond in this hand? How many points do you have? 16, right? So do you have a fit? So your choice is either 2 hearts, 3 hearts, or 4 hearts. 2 hearts is 6 to 9, 3 hearts is 10 to 12, 4 hearts is 13 plus. So what's the answer? Yes, 4 hearts. Great. I hope this is the last one. Okay, you open 1 spade. Okay, this is called opener rebate. You open 1 spade. Okay, you open 1 spade. Your partner responds 2 spades. Okay, what does 2 spades shows? 6 to 9. Okay, how many points do you have here? 13 points, right? So 13 point, remember, opener has 3 types of hand. Minimum, I think it's 12 to 15. Invitational, 16 to 17. Game, 18 to 19. So do you have a minimum, invitational, or game hand? Yeah, 13 is minimum. So your partner has at most 9 points, right? 6 to 9. 9 plus 13 is 22. There's no game, so you should pass. Okay? Don't invite. You're asking for trouble. Because if you invite partner with 3 spades and he has 9 points, what is he going to do? You go before spades, right? And then you have less than 25 points. You'll likely go down. There's no point. Why are you inviting? Because there's only one possibility. If he has 9 points, he'll beat 4. If he has less than 9 points, he'll pass. Right? Or 6 to 7, he'll pass. So here, there's no reason to beat 3 spades. So the correct bidding is to pass. Go down means you don't make a contract. Remember, at the 3 level, you make 6 plus 3, 9 tricks. So if you go down 1, you only make 8 tricks. Correct. So if you go down 1 in vulnerable, it's 100 points to the opponent. If you're non-vulnerable, you lose 50 points. So remember, the aim of the game is to make a contract. If you everybody pass, everybody gets 0. If you make a contract, you get positive 110 if it's 2 hearts or 2 spades. I think. Otherwise, if you go down, then you get minus 50 or minus 100. Okay, that's 2A. I think that's the last example. You open 1 spade and your partner responds 1 no trump. What is your rebate? So here, how many points do you have? Yeah, 14 points. 8, 10, 14. So what is the maximum for your partner when you respond 1 no trump? 1 no trump is how many points? 6 to 9. 2 no trump, 10 to 12. 3 no trump, 13 plus. So here only 9 points, you have 14. 14 plus 9 is? There's no game. Okay, so pass. Okay, just pass. Okay? Okay, I think that's all. Okay, right now we will go through some. Okay, maybe we'll take a short break. And then we will gather one table and we will try. And after that, we will break up into session to practice. Okay, give a 5-minute break. If those any questions, can stay there and ask the question. If not, taking a break. Too complicated. Okay, we will go through the practical, and that's when we learn. Yeah, practical. Okay, take a break first, and then we'll go through the practical. Yeah. Don't worry, don't worry. You do the quiz, you should know it. Yes. That's why the focus is really not to listen to the lecture. Lah. We keep it at 1 hour, and the rest will just be playing. Lah. Yeah. Yeah. 1 level. Yeah. Yeah. You can extra 1 trick. Yes. Yes. But it's the same as if you beat 2 level and make 8 tricks. The number of points is exactly the same. So 1 spade up 1 is the same as 2 spades. So you should stay at 1 spade. Mm. Yeah. Lower is better, but your opponent will not let you play such a low contract. They will beat to force you up. Yeah. Ours is very simple, let you play 1 level.